Welcome back, folks, to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the Complete Edition, Nintendo Switch. When we last left off, we ended up, well, it was off camera since it didn't record my voice. We ended up killing off some of the people that live here, and then we ended up talking to the gods, and now we gotta do a mission for a god. So let's hop to it, shall we? Alright, what do we gotta do? Oops. It's this one. There we go. Okay, I gotta travel to the burial site, but I can't do that until I do this. Let's give it to me. Give me a vision of a dwarf and an elf on an eerie road. Both perished at my touch. A dwarf and an elf on an eerie road. That's interesting. As always, I'll pause while we're switching. Okay, back. Let's see if they have anything. I have questions. What do you wish to know? Actually, no, we don't want to. Alright. Let's go to the Blood Sands. Maybe we'll get information from there.
Did you hear that? About our awakenings being permanent?
Yeah, we did. And it's a shame. Okay. It's right over here, the Blood Sands, right? We're going the right way, right? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, we are, but it's not letting us. Okay. Oh, getting stuck. Alright, how do we get there? It's not letting us get there unless we gotta go through here. This is a little confusing. Okay, yeah. Here we go. What's this? There's no greater honor than dying for one's tribe. If some fall in battle, how is this any different? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, now we're into Blood Sands. The Earth North welcomes your presence, supplicants. A dwarven man stands motionless near the roaring fires that light the cavern. Your sacrifice feeds the land, supplicants. Come forth. A gust of smoke curls around him, licking the charred flesh that bulges on his forearms. Then they suddenly flex. Estimor. The dwarf holds his fist tight in a grip. Your kin does not come here to share with the tribe. What do you want? What is this place? Blood Sands. The dwarf picks on his scarred forearm. A guttural sigh mingles with the crackling of wood and bone behind him. As I said, Estremor, rarely visit upon our halls. The Graffelins call this place the Blood Sands. We call it home. The Earthly North have tended the land from within this cave ever since before the arrival of the tribes to the Twin Elves. A grass crosses his arms. Be warned, Estimor. We breathe life to nature it. Our sacrifice may strike you as savage, but the health of these lands depend on them, and it is unseemly for guests to insult their horses. Goodbye. Remember, Estimor, you're a guest in these halls. Respect our ways and we'll tolerate your presence among us. Okay. Talon. Supplicant. Keeper. How big is this place? Pretty big. There's another keeper. Keeper. Naka. The petitioner before you is saddled in a loose-fitting robes. Her hair is greasy and matted. A glossy film of sweat and grime coat her exposed skin. She has the swollen features of pregnancy and several missing teeth in her big grin. As you approach, she slowly turns to you and examines you from head to toe, smiling the entire time. "Joyous day to you," she says, despite coming from a wearied body. Her voice sounds resonant and relaxed. "I am Nekra, midwife and lord keeper." She runs her hand across the slight bulge in her belly. She rolls her head back and sighs a relaxed purr. "Are you feeling well?" "Flawless," she replies. "Apologies. I should have been left to my meditation. The rites of the strength is invigorating, almost overwhelming to the senses." She slowly reaches down and cradles her belly in her hands and turns away. Interesting. Okay. This looks like to be places where they sleep. Maybe we'll find what we seek here. Are these all just chanters? Yep. They're just chanting. Huh. Here's another. Whoa. Flame bright. That's cool. Supplicant. Keeper. The heat emanating from this pool threatens to singe the flesh from your face. Of your face. Essence within to nurture flesh, and essence without to strengthen it. Supplicant. Oh, I think that's who we're supposed to kill. Isn't he one of them? Yeah, he is. A dwarven man stands on the raised platform. Beneath him, an elf lies prone on the stone slab. As you get closer, you hear the dwarf speak in a gravelly monotone. As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant. Yes. The elf's voice is high but even. The dwarf grips a hatchet with both hands and raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon to the elf's chest, connecting with a meaty thump. Blood gushes around the blade, and the sacrifice screams rend the air. Artrix shadows! She looks over her shoulders at Kana. I hope you weren't watching. Despite his earlier agreement, the elf thrashes on top of the stone, his torso arching while his arms and legs remain tied to place. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide and allows the blood to splatter on his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls his hatchet from the body and wipes it on his helm. Kana makes a disgusting noise and turns away. I think that I prefer these rites when they were only words upon a page. Why did I look? It's not as if I didn't expect it. You have to die, my friend. The dwarf wears a crimson robe that are stained with streaks with dark patches. His face is smooth but lacking youth electricity. Whatever. It is as if the lines and wrinkles have been formed and erased many times over. He watches you with eyes like two black pits as he wipes his hatchet on his robe. Hail, Estamor! His voice is deep, roughed edges. It echoes like a river in ancient caves. No one comes to Bloodsands without purpose. What is yours? Belef believes it's time you paid your dues. Reston grunts. That he could descend from his mighty Pantheon and tell me himself. Actually, that's why I'm here. Since when do the gods send mortals to collect? You don't exactly look like a pillared knight. This is the trouble with DLTs. They meddle in the words that they don't even inhabit. I hope they promise you something better for your next life. Okay, first we're gonna focus on you.
Brave does not believe.
And that's why we're focusing on you. Okay, now the Earth Elemental. Okay, now the Sky. Okay, now you.
Can't get a good shot at this.
Brave does. Back to the wheel with that one.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Alright, let's move
Of course.
back over here and let them come. There we go. Yeah, this should be a lot easier now. Okay, and now you need to die. There we go. One down. And one to go. We'll take that bow. You will take that bow, actually, because you use it. I don't think it's any better than what you got, but... Okay. Okay, now we need to find High Octave Enruna? Isn't that who it is? An elf. Okay, we're gonna have to fight our way out now.
Brave does.
This shouldn't be too hard. Okay. We might as well just explore. See what we can find. Since it looks like they automatically will be all hostile to us.
Brave does not believe.
We are completely fucking things up here, by the way. We're basically doing all the damage that they've been worried about.
Fiery whore of a goddess.
Alright, this ooh. He's going down. Alright, he went down. We lost one guy. I don't think he's dead though. Is he? No, he's not dead. But he wants to talk. Damn it.
If those Delamgon are right, you and I are stuck with our awakenings. Not quite the news I was hoping for.
Just means we need to focus on finding Thaus.
Yes, focus on the goal. A sensible perspective, particularly in the midst of such uncertainty. And while I hate to turn the subject back to myself, this all has me thinking about Isilmir. I'm stuck with her now.
She's not that bad.
Overstarched tunics, burnt toast, Rawatai sherry, those are not that bad. But having a stranger pop in and out of your head at will, it's unpleasant, I assure you.
He sighs. On the bright side, I got plenty of time to figure out how to deal with her. Like it or not, she is a part of you, and she could be a source of strength if you learn to work with her.
It's strange. I've lived with her most of my life, and I've always seen her as an adversary. It should have occurred to me the day she stood up to my father. But there's something about being too close to a situation to see it clearly. It will be a relief to stop fighting her.
That wasn't as difficult as expected. I think deep down I've always hoped to find a solution elsewhere. When I was a child, I always thought my mother would come home with a mysterious cure, or that my father would, without knowing it, could somehow send her away like he did, just as he called her forth. I cannot pretend that I didn't spend years of my arcane training hoping that one of my instructors would have the answer somewhere in his grimoire. When I joined the Linen Key, I hoped and believe that with enough loyal service, I can gain the ear of someone in the organization who can help me. Even when I met you and realized your unique talents, I hoped you would be able to reach into my soul the way I've seen you do with so many others. I've been looking for someone to solve my problem, and now I realize I got to face it on my own. Most people need that kind of guidance. You don't.
You don't think so, eh? It's a comfort to imagine that all we've gone through has been for something. But it leaves me wondering where we'll be, where everyone else will be, when we finally track down Theos. That reminds me of something else the Delamgon said. About the gods not being real.
They did tell us to pray to the gods, so that can't be entirely true.
Yes, I suppose so. Still, I can't help but worry at the state we'd be in if that was somehow true. If there were no power guiding us in this life and shepherding us to the next.
Let's hope that's not the case.
Truer words were never said.
We should get moving. Okay, he's dead, I think. No, he's just laying down. I think he technically is dead. We'll see. Nope, he's not dead. Good. Whew. I thought he was done for. Ooh. We might as well steal stuff.
Charge!
The brave sons and daughters fall not by the sword of Estwarn, but by the daggers of their brethren. Well, the Estwarn are here now, and we're kind of destroying everything you hold dear. It's time to get the hell out of here. Okay.
Brave Dalfin.
Anna! Love!
You're a smart person bringing us here, but you're not going to last long. Ooh, a medallion. We'll give that to you to hold for now. Okay, take him out. He's dead. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Hopefully, they won't be as hostile to us when we go outside. Okay, we're out, and looks like they're not hostile to us. So let's okay, that's not very good, but you could use this. Or wait a minute. We'll give that to you. I really need to find other good stuff for them. Okay, I think we will call it here, folks, because I have no clue where to go, and that was quite intriguing. Will Ragi and her companions be able to find the other person and assassinate them? Who knows? We will find out next time. As always, hit the like button if you like, the dislike button if you dislike, subscribe if you're new here and you like what I do, hit the bell dang so it rings, and I'll see you next time. Hop you later.